Hey, Shalom, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahak Watash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakariam, Shah Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation Israel. Things are not looking good. Things are not looking good. Did you see the headlines here? It says, airlines prepare for nuclear war. Now, this is spreading, all across the country. Now, you see articles like this, man. The time is short. The time is extremely short. So while they feeding you this Puff Daddy trial, you wonder why they put this puppet up right now. All the gossip. Who Halle Berry's sleeping with. All the bread and circus. And this is happening right under your nose. They closing the doors on Great Babylon. The prophecies are taking place. We have a more sure word of prophecy. So giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. So we in that time right now. Akim, Akwaf, prepare yourself for what we about to see. These events are taking place.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Tuesday, May 13th, 2025, and I have another emergency update to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:11 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news being reported by the UK Telegraph. We also have Hungary moving forces to the border of Ukraine. We have U.S. nuclear forces on very high alert. There's also some kind of unusual radiation leakage in Pakistan now. Russia is massing forces for another attack on Ukraine or possibly Europe. So I want to update you guys with all the latest that I have. So what you're looking at here is an article from the UK Telegraph, and it talks about how airlines around the world are preparing for nuclear war.
Now, what do you think that's about, man? No, and Salakia, too. I'm a little excited right now. It slipped my mind. I don't know if I said it or not, but I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Now, why do you think this is happening? Why do you think this is going down? So time is short. When you see, things like this happening, this is going on around the world. Their new American Pope, he just gave his first sermon this Sunday. And one of the things he said was they threatening about World War III. This was in his speech. So he was telling you basically that there will be a World War III. So everything is being set up. Why did they have this guy make this on his first Sunday? Like, we in a time of serious prophecy. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. So that's why we got to be more on point. This is Matthew 24, verse 36, ESV. But concerning that day, it ends with these bombs, but not before. See, we know the prophecies of the book. The bombs are in the book. But the MOTB, the hour of temptation, is in the book too. Jacob's trouble. So leading up to these bombs, this is the all hell part. And that's what Trump is bringing. Trump is fulfilling a lot of biblical prophecy because he himself is biblical prophecy. We starting to see that clearer and clearer every day. So the Lord is dragging us through these next months, and it's moving so fast. Shit, you might as well say we are already in June. Each month you got to skip a month, to stay ahead of the game. You got to think 60, 90 days ahead. That's how fast things are moving. But you got to be on guard because this thing is moving. It says, but concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only. So only one that knows that day is Yahweh. So our job is, until that day come, is to be on watch and be on alert. So when you see, headlines like this, things are popping off quickly. Nations are being moved, rioting, coups. We waiting to see what's going to come of this tariff thing. So they throwing out this peace and safety vibration. They got the people back sleep thinking, oh yeah, America has made a deal with China. No, we know goods are going to be moving. There will be a import situation set up with Great Babylon. That's Revelations 18. But will you have access to the goods? That's the thing, because you're going to have to take a device. So the tensions are high, and this is the end to all these nuclear bombs here. We keep telling everybody these bombs will be used. Now it's becoming more of a reality.
So this is absolutely insane. And just over the last few weeks, the world has really gotten crazy. First, we had Israel and Iran. Everybody thought that we were going to strike Iran. We moved the B-2 stealth bombers to Diego Garcia. And now those stealth bombers are being pulled out of Diego Garcia, and Trump is trying to work a peace deal with Iran. Then we were attacking the Houthis. Now there's supposedly a ceasefire deal with the Houthis, which, by the way, the Houthis violated. They launched 2 missiles at Israel this afternoon, okay? So Netanyahu's not going to be...
Ain't going to be no peace. Ain't going to be no peace. But the facade of peace is in the air, and that's part of the scriptures too. So when they say peace and safety, where we at with that? This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3, KJV. For when they shall say peace and safety, like these peace treaties, this ain't gonna work. You can't pull this back now. We heading towards the end. When you read in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, Ezra was asking, when shall be the departing, the set apart, the asunder of the times? For Esau is the end of the world, or age. And Jacob, the 12 tribes, who consist of you so-called Negroes, Native Indians, and Hispanics, we make up the 12 lost tribes of Israel. When shall be the time of Jacob's ruling? The angel let Ezra know that certain events got to take place on the earth. But when you see these events, know that the Lord is at the door. So you hear what's going on. And it's not Yahweh knocking at the door. For when they shall say peace and safety, this is part of the talk, part of the delusion. Oh, we had made peace with China. Going back to sleep. All right, keep doing. Go to work. Don't worry about it. Worry about paying rent. Don't worry about these bombs. Don't worry about hyperinflation. Don't worry about empty shells. Just go on back to work. Nah, this thing is this floor is falling through. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden out of nowhere, sudden destruction cometh upon them, upon the people. Because the people want to go back to sleep. They suffer from something called normalcy bias, man. Where the house is on fire, but they just acting like it's normal. Everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. They just told you airliners. You see the title here, man? Shit, fucking, we got to spell it out. Airlines prepare for nuclear war. So while you on your way to Florida, Miami, running down to these airports, you see what's going on over here in Newark Airport. And you think about shaking your behind, having a good time. I'm going to Puerto Rico. I'm going to McDR. Shit, look around, Lord, had your airplane knocked out the air. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Check this out here. This is the GNTD. When people say everything is quiet, oh, the coast is clear. The news outlets coming out, everything. Oh, no, Trump made a deal. Everything is dying down, The ports are back open. The truck drivers, they went back to work. When people say everything is quiet and safe, then suddenly destruction will hit them. It will come as suddenly as the pains that come upon a woman in labor, and people will not escape. And y'all gonna be caught up in this shit, man. Caught up in this trouble. And it's gonna hit this summer.
Happy about that. Then we had Pakistan and India on Friday. Pakistan was getting ready to launch nukes at India, and then suddenly Trump announced a ceasefire, okay?
Oh, it's lucky for this.
So the world is on the brink. You know, we go all the way up to the verge of nuclear war, and then suddenly ceasefire deals. Now Putin is going to try to meet with Zelensky, possibly.
Now look at this. So they say giving that spread of peace over everything. So they just glazed over all of the stuff that's happening. Look, everything's Zelensky is in the bag. Look, everything is okay. Now this is the time when you really got to watch out. The scripture just said, then sudden destruction.
Big is brewing, guys. All of these situations are distractions, in my opinion, and they're tests, okay? But something massive is about to happen. I don't know exactly what, but all I can tell you is get prepared.
Yeah, and we are getting prepared. We're getting our souls ready, because ain't nothing that a man gonna physically do, you know, to talk your way out of this situation. You're in Judgment Day. These are prophecies by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, the Heavenly Father and His Son. The white man is just a tool in this. He's just a spear. He's just a sword. But this is all directed to the Bible. This is biblical prophecy. So this is the time now. Get ready, man. You know, these warnings going to stop. Everything going to pop off. You're going to look up and shit. You're going to be in it. This is Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time. We know the time. You know what time you're in. That now it is high time to awake out of sleep. You ain't supposed to be out here sleeping. You're supposed to be out here paying attention. For now is our salvation, the time of our saving. Yahweh Shah is the salvation nearer than when we believed. So this salvation is close. The end is close, as we can see. Airlines prepare for nuclear war. You think they telling these people this? You know, down to United and, you know, all the stuff that's going on with the TSA. Shit about to get real. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom. Get ready.